Okay, let's talk editing. So you've never opened any editing software before. You have no idea of what it is like being an editor. One thing I want you to know is there's several editing software, especially now. But the two main ones that I use is Adobe Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve. And in this video, I just thought I would show you, give you a little bit of a walkthrough, which will apply to really any editing software. But in this video specifically, we'll be using Adobe Premiere Pro. And in another video, we'll do DaVinci Resolve. Let me get into Adobe Premiere Pro now and let's get it started. So the first thing you should know is when you open Adobe Premiere Pro, it would welcome you and you'll see your recent projects that you've worked on. But if you've never worked on any project before, this will all be empty. And then you can always click on a new project, or if you have a project that you've worked on and you want to bring back and it's not showing up here, you can just click open project. So if I click on new project now, you can see untitled that you can rename your project, and you see the project location. You can always look for and choose a location where you want to put your project in, and there's some footage for you there to kind of, double it if you want to just give it a try in case you don't have footage. There's sort of sample footage, let's just say that. Then I'll go ahead to just create a new project. As you can see, you just have this workspace, and right here you can always change the different workspace. There's color, there's effects, audio, just depending, and they've even added vertical. So really, either one that you want, you can always, choose from there. And if I were to double click, I can just, let's say I import a footage here. Let's see, let me look for something. Okay, right here. And you can just always drag your footage, drag it into the timeline. And if you do that, it would basically take the settings from that footage that you dropped into your timeline, and it will create a new timeline from there. And if you don't want that, you can always click on this button here with the new item, and you can say sequence. If you click on sequence, you can always check out any of these settings right here, and you can always choose from there, and you can even make them custom. So for example, you can see I have Instagram Reels, so the format that I've already imputed into it, it would save it, and then so that anytime I want to do the Instagram Reel format, I don't need to come reset things again. So yeah, so that's basically that. So you have your footage here, you have your timeline, you can always drag, and there's like several shortcuts that you can use to, to chop your footage, to kind of drag in and out. And as you can see, you also have multiple layers. So you have for video and you have for audio. So the videos will always be at the top, the audios will always be below. You can always double click and add, as many footage that you want. I'll go ahead and drag this one. As you can see, you don't necessarily have to put things on each other. You can always stack things as as you want. So you can always drag here to sort of, you can see you can add this two footage together. But really, what else can I say? So typically like that, if you want to sort of get a portion of your video before putting it into the timeline, you can always do this thing called your source. You double click on your footage, and then you can scroll the footage, and you can press high for in point, and you can press O for out point. So if you do that, then you can drag from that into your timeline. And if you wanted to put in only the video, so what you can do is you can see these two icons here. You just drag video only, or you can drag audio only, or you can just drag the entire video, which will give you both of the video and the audio. And right here next to my my project here, you have the effects panel where you can always choose any of all these effects to go alongside your video. You can also set up your own workspace however you want. So if I decide I want to have my stars right next to the actual screen, you can just put them right next to each other like that. You can always drag it out again. You can put it top and down. As you can see, you can then go ahead to save new workspace as, so that anytime you come back into Adobe Premiere Pro, it would have saved that particular workspace, so you don't need to always redo things. So that's that. I'm just gonna refresh mine because I have my land red I've created, and as you can see, I have things moved around however I want. And if you wanted to export, you can always see the export panel here, where you have your different settings that you can use to export your footage. So yeah, that's just a quick overview that I just wanted to give, at least using Premiere Pro. And in the next video, or in another video, sorry, I will be going through DaVinci Resolve. So I hope this helps, and I'll catch you in the next video.